and welcome to the first annual Saltiest Steam Deck Comment Awards, where we revisit our channel's most popular videos and most outrageous comments. Tonight, we highlight Turk's aggressive claims that Reddit is wrong, associating our beloved Valve handheld with an underpowered graphics card from Nvidia. This show is brought to you by the nearly 5,000 subscribers to the channel. Without you, this type of award ceremony would be a waste of time and fall on deaf ears. Now, without any further delay, I welcome the MC for tonight's show, Turk!
Thank you for the introduction, announcer guy. Man, making this particular video was a whole lot of fun. It definitely got our channel off to the right foot, but it also got a lot of criticism, especially from the Reddit community. And as I was talking about different topics for this week's video, you guys wanted to see me revisit it with official hardware, so...
Oh, here we go again.
So let's start off with tonight's first award. Commenter Ev Destroy said it best, this aged poorly, and you know what? I've never heard 3 words be so effective at getting the point across. Zulu Cook takes it a step further, effectively saying the same thing, but with a bit more focus on the specifics. So I went ahead and retested about 16 different games. I'm going to filter the data throughout the video. So let's start off checking out Zulu Cook's claims and see how the Steam Deck actually compares against the GTX 1050. On the bottom, we have the GTX 1050 running through Limgrave at right around 46 FPS on average, while the Steam Deck remains playable at 36. Now, I don't know if Zulu Cook was talking about the GTX 1050 laptop version. I'm just not seeing what he's saying. Borderlands is another tough loss for the Steam Deck, sliding behind the GTX 1050 by 20 FPS, though it's still very playable. Now, Doom Eternal shows the strength of the Steam Deck, most notably its access to the shared VRAM buffer, while the GTX 1050 is getting hammered, buffering its 2 GB of space. But commenter Fahrenheit D'Elio, they saved the day with their stealth edit. This comment originally said this aged like milk, and they quickly changed it to this aged like fine wine. So props to them for acknowledging the error of their ways. I must have struck a few nerves with this video, and I gotta admit I was coming off a little bit harsh in my wording. But it was for good reason. The entire purpose of the video was to level the expectations of the Steam Deck, because at the time I made the video, over on the subreddit, the hype train was in full effect and it was about to jump off course. So the boldness of the claim just had to be made. So was I right to call out Reddit? Let's take a look at a few more games. Starting at the bottom, the Steam Deck barely nudges out a win against the GTX 1050. But beyond that, Horizon Zero Dawn, Forza Horizon 5, and Gears 5 all take wins with the GTX 1050. Now, if you are wondering how I got Gears 5 running, let me know down in the comments. So no, Hunter White, I'm not going to be taking down this video. Nothing says independent critical thinker like review bombing a video just because it has a whole bunch of dislikes, right? Well, that's the case with this one. As a smaller channel, I'm constantly hassled with comments like the one from May, videos like this are why the dislike button should have never been removed. I agree that the dislike button is a very helpful metric to drive creators to make better content. Still, as we saw in this video, it was getting review bombed from the get-go. But fun fact, if I go and look at the analytics of this video's got an 85% upvote rate. So, are these comments in line with reality? Dirt 5 hammers the memory interface with the GTX 1050 showing warning messages with any settings above low, which translates into another Steam Deck win. But as we saw in our last video, the GTX 1050 clearly is faster than the Steam Deck with both Control and Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Sorry if I'm not saying this right. Anastasio Demetrius writes, how do you feel now that it is actually proven you were wrong all this time? Now we're getting to the personal attacks, so let's get to it. I've been working on this Steam Deck setup for better over a year now, and I've been making iterative improvements and posting those videos straight to the channel here where I compare my results against what we currently know at the time. So how far off was I? Let's take a look at a few more games. Halo Infinite has been a roller coaster of emotion for the Steam Deck, and it finally works in multiplayer mode with Proton Experimental Branch. I reported on this in a YouTube short, and overall, the deck is quite playable. But we aren't looking for playable here, we're looking for what's faster, and that's definitely the GTX 1050, with a 30 FPS lead in Youngblood and a jaw-dropping 71% improvement in F1 2020. Coming in at number 1 is you can't predict the performance of the Steam Deck with your setup. Sovo encapsulates a lot of these arguments in its entirety, and I'll be scrolling the thread of our conversation here on the side. Guys, I am a professional hardware development engineer with over 14 years of experience. I literally test CPU and GPU silicon against design teams' designs in order to produce products that you guys are probably watching your videos on. With over 16 videos covering all of the different aspects of the Steam Deck, my particular setup is fine-tuned far more than any other YouTube creator here on this platform. So here it is, the last chart. I've omitted the top 3 games in our discussions today because they clearly are CPU limited on the deck and wouldn't be a fair comparison. Of the remaining 13 games, the GTX 1050 is faster than the deck in 10 of them. On average, the GTX 1050 is 26% faster than the Steam Deck, and this is even leaving out those CPU limited games. Having gone through all the awards, here's some closing thoughts. Guys, I love making these hardware prediction videos. Nothing makes me happier than giving you guys access to my hardware know-how to arm you with your upcoming purchases. I make these performance prediction videos so that you guys know what's coming up in the industry and better prepare you to spend your money in the best way possible. By tempering our expectations, like with the Steam Deck and some of the upcoming handhelds, I hope to arm you with the knowledge to make good decisions, be it a pre-order or an Indiegogo campaign. As for the fourth quarter, there's going to be a whirlwind of products hitting the market, like the Ryzen 7000 series CPUs, RDNA 3 GPUs, and we might even see RTX 4000 series GPUs. But that's hopefully all I've got to say about the GTX 1050 versus the Steam Deck. Let me know down below in the comments if you guys think I missed anything or if there's any games I should check out with this setup. As always, you can subscribe down below with that little red button so you know what videos are coming at you. And if you want to know the latest news for CPUs, GPUs, handhelds, follow me over on Twitter. I love to post memes and I like to retweet a lot of the news as it's coming. But thank you guys for watching the video. I hope y'all have a great night. We'll catch you in the next one.